What is up, everybody? That's here, and today I'm back with more Pokemon VGC Regulation H rank battles, and today we're busting out a team that I've actually had made since before Baltimore Regionals. This is going to be a Sand team that uses Special Sweeper AV Icy Wind Tyranitar with Pokemon like Body Press, Iron Defense, Corviknight. I know a lot of people have been using that like Brave Bird, Aggressive, Tailwind Corviknight, but the good old-fashioned Body Press set is actually still really good into those bulky King Gambit teams, in my opinion. Corviknight's still a really good mon into Sneasler too, in my opinion. Other than that, we also are pairing out our core with Espeon and Lycanroc as our Sand Rush setter, opposed to the Excadrill we've been using a lot of and featuring a lot of recently. Lycanroc is still a really underrated mon. Endeavor's good. This is a great sash user for this team. A really good 112 base speed tier, outspeeding things like Alolan Ninetales, you know, certain Whimsicott sets, things like Mousehold. Lycanroc is very underrated, very cool mon, and great partner for Espeon. I think this like pseudo sand room size spam core can function a little bit faster than how most people would think sand works. A lot of people think sand is like T-Tar, Excadrill, the Corv, maybe a Chomp, but this one's like base 112 speed Lycanroc, base 110 speed Espeon, full speed Garchomp. You know, a bunch of really cool tech here. We also have a full support safety goggles Indity with things like skill swap and heal pulse to be able to top off our T-Tar. We can go for heal pulse into our Magic Mouse Espeon to bounce that back and give Indity a heal. There's a bunch of cool stuff here, as well as the good old-fashioned standard Swords Dance, Sand Veil, Bright Powder, Garchomp. This has been a team that's been on my list to been used for for quite a while now, and I'm happy to finally get a chance to use it. Hopefully it's not too dated, hopefully it actually works, and hopefully Espeon and Lycanroc get us some big wins. We're gonna hop into these games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Indity Armarouge Torkoal. Okay, so if we actually use T-Tar correctly and we take out that Gallade, T-Tar is absolutely amazing. So we have to really get the Gallade off the board. Corv might be usable into Gallade. Not really. Indity could redirect them enough, but then T-Tar doesn't really put enough pressure. Also have to worry about Garchomp. Or sorry, not Garchomp, Amoonguss. Kind of just looking at what I have here. I think I'm gonna lead T-Tar Indity and then have Garchomp, and then I actually don't mind leading Espeon. What if I led Espeon Indity? Like, what would they do against that? I forgot this Indity is like really good for this mirror matchup because we have like moves like Heal Pulse into our T-Tar. We have Skill Swap so we can reactivate Sand. We're really good here. I think there's also arguments being made for Lycanroc being good, but I think like Espeon Indity just seems really good. Like even lead, I could lead T-Tar Espeon. I think I could lead that. And on the off chance they led their own Indity, I'd be in such a good spot. But I think there's a good chance they go like Amoonguss. And if they go Amoonguss Glade, I'm still fine. I actually think I'm going to be in a good spot here. Let's see how they want to handle this. I always think it's a good rule of thumb to like keep your weather setter in the back if you have the faster weather setter, so you can bring it out. Sorry, bring it out and like repin their weather setter. I think it's a general like good way to play, especially in like a closed team sheet best of one situation. If I just led my T-Tar and you just led Torkoal, and like I don't know, you quick claw solar beam me, I'd be pretty sad, you know. So don't want to give them that option. I might as well just bring in pivot on the eruption, just make it so we don't lose the game. So Gallade, that's what I said. I said Amoonguss Gallade. Cool. So like actually Indy is the right play here. You can wide guard me, but I don't necessarily think that I care. You like my Indity that just doesn't even have like any moves or like anything? I don't even like really need to do anything here. I could take Sharpness from you, because I'm thinking about Skill Swap in this turn. We don't need to Heal Pulse anything. We don't really need to follow me because we have Magic Bounce. Is there a reason to pivot? It's my Terra here. Nope. I'm just going to take your Gallade's ability, like I don't really care. And we're just going to double dip, like big damage here. And then we can... Actually, we probably should have clicked Heal Pulse targeting our Espeon, and so it would have bounced it back into the Indity in case they actually tried to hit the Indity. But I'll take your Sharpness first, and then I'll do all that. So big damage. This is Choice Specs, right? Choice Specs Expanding Force in terrain. I actually made this team about a month and a half ago. Wide Guard's absolutely fine. I don't think it really matters because you can't do anything with that Amoonguss board realistically. I can always just pivot in like T-Tar and other stuff like that and probably be in a good spot. Like worst case scenario, what you're gonna go for Pollen Puff into one of these? Like I don't particularly care. Yep, now I take a Sharpness. You can have Psychic Terrain though. Psychic Terrain Glade kind of nice. Sharpness NDD. Let's see what they use here. You're not Sporing. Yeah, I mean, I'm Goggles. Magic Bounce. Oh, don't Terastallize that Amoonguss, buddy. I'm trying to help you out here. Alright, so I think what they're going to do is just hit... Well, let's actually play it this way. Let's Heal Pulse here, and it's going to bounce it back into my Entity in case you actually hit me with anything. I'm just going to Expanding Force. Like, I do not mind just sitting here and forcing me to bring something in. Because next turn, you're going to have to pivot out that Amoonguss for something, because you're going to realize it's hot garbage, because you're going to see the fact that we can just Pollen Puff out. Let's see, though. Yep, and eventually we're just going to wait out terrain. We can just sit here, I think. So Heal Pulse, remember, that's going to bounce it all back. So they're not attacking with the Glade, that's absolutely fine. They can Pollen Puff one of these guys, but I don't really think it matters that much. Like, we can just go Follow Me, and then we can do the side Pollen Puff heal thing. So we're going to Follow Me here. Continue to Expanding Force. He probably thinks he's really fine. I think you need to pivot in like a Torkoal or something. Yep, we're just going to redirect the Pollen Puff. It's a third turn of Psychic Terrain. I don't need to get cute with it, you know? I feel like the one turn I would like pivot out or something like that would be the turn they go for like a Sacred Sword or something in like my T-Tar. So you can Pollen Puff this Entity. And now I can go for the Magic Bounce to get my health back and stuff like that. And you can still target my Espeon slot if you would like. No, I'm fine to go for Follow Me one more time, and then I can do that play. And then we'll eventually be able to just get this Amoonguss off the board. Yeah, we're just going to wait out on our terrain. And then it's a single target move, unless you want to pivot in your Entity, but then you can't be Pollen Puffing me. Don't crit me, please. Please don't crit me. Remember, this Glade also still does not have Sharpness, so he actually doesn't do that much damage if you ever get a hold of anything. Nice. So here we go. Yep. Awesome. So as long as you don't kill my Espeon here, I'm good, but even if you do, I don't think it matters all that much. Let's see. Let's see who you're targeting. We're gonna get the heal off. And I do not mind going into Garchomp. Like, I think Garchomp is a good mon here. We can set up a Swords Dance for free. They can't really pin us that much because we're gonna have a safety goggles up. Oh, nice. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Cool. So now we can just go for Follow Me here. And continue to do what I was doing before. You can pivot. If you want to pivot out the Amoonguss and go for Wyguard again, be my guest. I'm not forced to do anything here, and like they're the ones that are now like the Wyguard won't do anything, you know? You have to pivot out like you have to pivot out the Amoonguss for Entity of Wyguard. And that's fine. Then we'll just pivot in like T-Tar. Oh, they're big thinking here. Because, like, you know they want a Trick Room, too. Like, you know they want to Trick Room. Like, they could go protect Amoonguss, like, Trick Room. I wonder if they've had, like, Dark Terror this whole time. Yeah, go nuts. Great. Water Terra. Got that out of the way. What's Glade gonna do? We're gonna find out. Cool. So, redirections up. Rage Powder. Cool. It's gonna be good damage with some Amoonguss. Like, this is gonna put it within range for Garchomp, I think. Big damage. Like, this is still really fat damage. Sacred Sword. Remember, you don't have Sharpness anymore, buddy. You don't have it. You ain't got it. Alright, so let's realistically really think about what needs to be done right here. I don't think that Follow Me is, like, bad in any situation here. And I'm going to go after this Glade slot, because then Garchomp can come in and just click Stomping, force the Rage Powder, and still, like, potentially KO the Glade. So you're going to get the best of both worlds. And I also think this is the turn you go Protect Trick Room. Protect Amoonguss, Trick Room with the Glade. This is the turn you do that. Let's see it. Be so sick if you, like, pivoted out Glade for, like, Entity. That'd be so sick. Do it. See what happens. See what happens. Oh, it's almost like I play the game, boys. Let's go. You can quit in this trick room like I don't care. Absolutely not carrying Olympics over here. Because this Glade's going to be too low to actually do anything, I think. And if we crit, he's just gone. I don't think we crit here, but like, you know, be nice. Nice. Yeah, crit would have got it. Sacred Sword into the Indy. You didn't even TR. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Bing bang walla walla. Dump truck. Let's think about what the play is here. I don't mind this, but I know you have Torkoal in the back. So, like, that means we are going to be going Garchomp. I'd like to Swords Dance, but I don't think I need to. The right play would be to Stomping the Gallade, not the Amoonguss, because you could pivot out, like, the Amoonguss for the Gallade and, like, Y-Guard or something weird. We're just going to Expanding Force this slot. You can't Y-Guard and pivot in the Indy to make this an AoE move at the same time, so I like this play. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. Amoonguss Protect is on cooldown. It's going to be eating a fat Expanding Force, but it wants to try and go for like a Regenerator pivot. What are you going to pivot into? Torkoal, Blood Moon? None of those mons want to eat a Specs Expanding Force from a Sylveon. And you've already have Terra down, so Gallade can't go anything weird, you know, like a Grass Terra or something like that. It cannot. Here's the pivot. Who's taking the fat Specs Psychic Terra damage? That's Torkoal. It was Torkoal. Now he's going to be at like 15-20%, right? There's the Wide Guard. See, it's almost like I play the game, boys. Sheesh. Let me get that double KO. They could bring the Amoonguss back out, but they never set TR, so we can just double into it. Look at that. Big. Oh, it's an Oko. Is that a crit? Oh my gosh. They... See, I think you should always put like a little bit more special defense investment in Torkoal, because I usually put about 60 points in. Because like that's a lot of damage. I did not think that would KO. I thought they'd be up to about 20%. Cool, we're in a great spot. So let's see, you're gonna bring in Tyranitar. Sorry, I still have Tyranitar. You're gonna bring back out Amoonguss. And what's so cool is like we still have like Espeon with like Magic Bounce, so you can't Spore it. I'd love to see into the Amoonguss here. That'd be so cool. This is probably not Entity, right? Ooh, Armarouge. Alright, so we are faster with this Espeon. I think I'm going to Rock Slide and Expanding. We're just going to go into like that, because I think that T-Tar actually just beats both of these if played correctly. Best play you have is like something like, yeah, Endure. They're going to be like, what kind of set is this? Is this some sort of weird like Policy Weak Armor set? Like I personally don't really care that much. Kind of wish I just doubled into the Amoonguss for like a Stomping, but like it's fine. I want to miss this Armourouge if I'm being honest. Can we miss? That'd be kind of nice if we just missed. That'd be really sick if we just took the fat miss. Never lucky. Ooh, that damage though. So it's gonna be probably Weak Armor, yeah. I wonder how they proc the Weak Armor on this team. It's like gonna be like Weak Armor Policy, right? So the next Rock Slide actually will just KO that guy. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually just pivot. I think I'm just going to pivot in my T-Tar and hope that you miss whatever move you think you might want to use into my Garchomp. And, like, you know, Vested T-Tar is kind of just nice. What are you going to do? Heat Wave me? You know? Armor Cannon? Click Expanding Force. We got Bright Powder, Sandvale, Garchomp. I don't really care if they want to put things to sleep. There's no real way Amoonguss gets this. The only way I'm thinking about this is if they can, like, KO my Garchomp with something really weird. And then side Pollen Pup to get that Armarouge back up to full. That might be kind of dicey if they have Aura Sphere to check T-Tar, but I doubt. Alright, so Sandstorm is up. There's the Rage Powder. See, we're going for that big AoE, baby. They're probably just popping a Heat Wave, right? No burners. Expanding. Yeah, he's going to the Garchomp. He hits the Garchomp. They are at +2. Garchomp does get O-Code. Unlucky. I'm going to tell you right now. Unlucky days. Because... Because our Espeon's gonna get ticked out by Sandstorm. Oh well. That was cool. I think the right play here is actually just Snarl. And they're gonna protect with the Amoonguss, right? They are gonna protect with the Amoonguss. So we actually just... I'm actually, to keep it honest. And they're gonna expect Rock Slide. I think I'm just gonna Snarl, though. Hey, that was cool. I'm surprised Garchomp took the fat L there. I did not want to let them Trick Room. I wonder what the set is on the Armarouge. Weakness Policy, Endure. Here's the Rage Powder. Snarl is super effective. Let's see what they're using here. Or they do have Aura Sphere. You know what? Like, I'm better. I'm built different, okay? I'm built different. I ate your +2 Aura Sphere. And I just gotta hit a Snarl and I win. Look at that. We just ate an Aura Sphere for breakfast. Oh my gosh. They have the perfect tech. They had the perfect tech on that Armarouge, too. I'm gonna miss this. Watch. I'm gonna miss. Okay, we hit. Okay. Woo! Oh, so close. Because Espeon was going to take out. They pinned the T-Tar. We had to hit that Snarl. Oh, man. That was a close game. That was a sick Armarouge set. That was sick. But hopefully, like, that game went to show. Like, we did win. I think that Armarouge was really, really good at the very end to flip it. But, like, it goes to show, just because your opponent, like, has Wide Guard, you need to force them to actually do something. Because you can create boards that say, like, I'm not losing. Like, we had that Safety Goggles NDD, we had the Magic Bounce Espeon, we said, hey, we're not losing, and you're on a 5-turn timer by us waiting out the Psychic Terrain. And when that timer ends, I'm going to blow you up. And so what you needed to be doing was, like, instead of just Pollen Puffing my Mons one at a time, you needed to, like, pivot in that Armarouge on, like, an Expanding Force, Wide Guard, and, like, then Armarouge could leverage pressure against my obvious spec Sylveon and my Indeedee. You could start expanding forcing me. That's what that guy probably should have done. But we take those wins all the way to the bank. Espeon wins up. We love to see it. I just want to say in that last game, like, shout out to my T-Tar Eevees. Like, this T-Tar set is a Chonkzilla. So, yeah, good stuff. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Corv Mirrors. I think, actually, like, Corv is really good into this. Am I wrong? Like, what do you do against me? You can Spore me with a Mungus, but, like, you don't have any terrain control, so, like, Espeon just kind of mops you. Lycanroc's also really usable in this matchup. I'm gonna lead with Tyranitar and Espeon. And I'm gonna bring my Lycanroc, and I'm gonna bring my Indeedee. In turn 1, I'm gonna be pivoting out my Tyranitar if I feel like it for the Indeedee to activate the Espeon to just pop off. Is that right? That is incorrect. Alright, I don't like that. I don't want to lose the Corv fight. That's the Mon that I'm, like, most scared of, is that Corv, if I'm being honest. Indeedee, Sylveon's fine for my lead. And then, I guess T-Tar Lycanroc? Yeah, cool, let's go. Corv's good. I don't think we need, like, what Corv brings to the table, specifically in this match. Like, I like Corv. It's just, it seems too good to be true, and I think I'd get Spore Cycled a little bit too easily. I think I'd be a little bit abused by Spore in this matchup. I wonder if they're going to lead Tauros. I'm really playing, sorry, around Tauros here. I think they're going to lead Weavile. I think Weavile is kind of good in my team. If they do lead Weavile, especially in the first slot, that's going to tell me that they probably have a fighting move on it, because it's there to check Guard Chomp, also, like, pseudo-checking, like, my T-Tar and, like, Lycanroc and stuff like that. And the reason it would have a fighting attack is mostly for Gambit, but it still covers Tyranitar as well. So let's see if they lead Weavile. No Weavile. Cool. So they did lead that big Intimidate Tauros, and I don't care. Like, this board is pretty good into that. So you can still have Weavile, but I'm about to do some stuff here. Alright. I'm going to actually pop the crap out of this Corv with an Expanding Force. I think that is the play. I think just Follow Me is fine. So Follow Me. We can even Trick Room if we ever feel threatened. If you Tail Whip me, I will Trick Room you if my Indeedee gets to live. So, big damage. We should be able to do very, very big damage. And let's see what happens. I think Espeon's really good. I've been saying it for a while. Like I said, this team's like a month and a half old. I made this team before you saw, like, other YouTubers use Espeon. I was big on, like, Espeon before, I made this before even Baltimore regionals. And I was like, dude, this team kind of just works. Like, Sand's good, Espeon has coverage. I liked it better than Armarouge on this team because it didn't have the same ground and water weakness that a lot of the Mons on Sandstorm teams have. And so, it has also, like, a higher base speed. It's just a good Mon. So here we go. Follow Me's up. I'm not going to be losing my Espeon this turn. You can U-turn with that Corv. I don't really care. Expanding Force. This Taurus about to get dump trucked, bro. Dump trucked. Look at this. Oof. Look at that damage on Corv. Look at that damage on Corv. That's disgusting. You can absolutely tail whip me here. No one's saying that you can't. You can tail me, you can send him to Weavile. Is that Citrus Corv? Dang. Dude, he built different. He built different. There's a taunt. And so we're gonna have to pivot our Indeedee here. But one thing about this Indeedee is like, let's say they went for like a Brave Bird that turn. The cool thing about this team is like the heal pulse on the Indeedee. You saw we used it in the last game, but like it acts as a pseudo like recover when paired with Espeon. So you can side heal pulse, you know, your good partners like Tyranitar or Garchomp. But you can also, when you're using it into a magic bounce mon, you bounce it back and it's kind of like a self-recover. So it's a really cool little mechanic. You don't really see used that way all that often, but I like it. We're gonna have to pivot this Indeedee out, otherwise we're gonna be using Struggle. If you send out Weavile, I do think I pivot, but I don't know which one I pivot, because I might want to just stay in with the Indeedee and use the Struggle to potentially go into that slot to break Sash. I don't think I have to worry about that. Garchomp. I do outspeed. They'd have to go Steel Terra for me to Kara. So I'm just gonna pivot into T-Tar. They're not gonna have Sandveil, so we're probably fine. You gotta go Steel Terra here, or some sort of weird defensive Terra. You can go Steel Terra. Common other Terras on Garchomp are just Ground. I think go Ground, I think you still actually get O-Code, unless you're holding like a Vest or have significant Spadef investment. Let's see. What other Terras would a Garchomp go? Fire is pretty neutral. So you're already neutral there. So if they're Terraing here, it means it's Steel. And if it's Steel, my Garchomp should do a... Well, I didn't bring Garchomp this game. We're fine. There's the Steel Terra. This is still going to do like 70 or 80%. And if you're Life Orbed, you're going to take a lot of chip in this process. Expanding Force, look at this damage. A crit here would be great for me. I'm talking big great. Look at this. Double crit. Double KO. Oh, KO the Corv. Nice. Yeah, no roost for you. No Tailwind or Reno. You don't even like OHKO me, I don't think. You might. You're orbed. Yeah. Oof. Look at that damage to my T-Tar. Yeah, there's the orb. Espeon will get to live for one turn. Let's see if they have Protect. They probably do. Amoonguss. They're gonna. That's bait. So, well, I mean, it's their last mon, right? But I'm gonna pivot out this Espeon. And... yeah. If we save the Espeon for like one more turn, battle's canceled. Cool. I mean, they were orb, they could have Protect, but like I wasn't gonna want to do that. Awesome. We love to see it. Espeon busted. Wins up. Corv just seems like super. Like we just go like, what, bro? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I body press you? Guess what? No. All right. So we're gonna go those two. These. And it's really hard to see what my last mon's supposed to be here. T-Tar would normally be the right play, but I don't think it's right. I think that just Sash Lycanroc coming in and being able to like pin the Arcanine, outspeed the Gengar, flinch the Farigiraf, close combat the Gambit. I think it's just Lycanroc here. Espeon Gambit. We're going a little bit Corv this time. A little bit of Corv. And I think the Corv's like really... It's good for a few reasons, but it's kind of just bait here to get them to overcommit with that Arcanine, but also you're mirror armoring back the Arcanine's Intimidate. So it's actually like a pretty decent lead. And if you want to go into like full Trick Room mode with a Farigiraf, like I will just Iron Defense. See that Arcanine right there is going to be big sad. And the way that we're actually going to do this is we're going to bounce back that Intimidate, right? And they're probably thinking like, yo, I can just go Flare Blitz Trick Room or Flare Blitz, do whatever you want. I'm actually just going to be pivoting out and just blowing up that board. So here we go. Blowing it up. Hopefully that's not like, I mean, even if it was like a Scarf Arcanine, like honestly, like we just intimidated it, so it's fine. You can obviously pivot that thing out, but anytime that Corv's on the board, you're gonna come in on an Intimidate. So yeah, Corviknight's pretty good in this matchup. Corviknight's pretty good. So Espeon, once again, strong. They do have Gambit, but I think that Corv will just massively outvalue it if I can stick my Iron Defenses. So like that's the thing, is like I need to get this Gallade off the board. I need to get this. They're pivoting out the Gallade. They know how important it is. That's so smart. The cool thing about this is though, we are going to be able to pivot out our Espeon for something like what is that, for our Corv and stuff like that. I'd like to be able to still break this Arcanine because that's one of the few mons left that can break our Corv. Big damage. And let's think about how I want to deal with this, because Indeedee's not too hot here. I'm going to KO your Arcanine this turn, right? And I'm thinking, like, what? Are you going to be able to go Gallade? next? Like, what are you sending out next? That's the big question. Because if I break the Gallade, you're out of mons to break my Corv. So I'm going to pop your Arcanine in one hit unless it's, like, sashed or bested. Let's see it. Oof. Big damage. Okay. I think it's worth it to keep the Espeon around. So, like, we could pivot out Espeon and follow me with Indy if you don't set out Gallade. That's Wide Guard, so we just don't fall for that. Let me think about what I would like to do. I'm actually going to take that thing's health bar, and I'm just going to pivot in my Corv. You can click Kowtow Cleave into this slot. I think that's fine. You're not going to do over half, and then I can still heal pulse it. And then I'll just be able to stick my Iron Defense. And once I take Water Bubble from that thing, like, oh my gosh. That's so good. And I can also, like, if you're still on the board when my side terrain's over, I can re-skill swap. Protect is cool. It's just basically the same thing as Wide Guard. And Indy didn't need to go for, like, a side heal pulse that turn, just because we already outsped the Gambit. So, like, we're fine. You can hit the Indy, like, I don't really care. Works for me. Yeah, I think this is actually, like, fine. I think you actually just go, ooh. I think you should still go Espeon here. It's going to be, like, Espeon's going to get KO'd by Gambit here, though, right? Right? Like, I can pop the Spider if I do that. This just checks Gambit. Then I can't, I don't check. I think the Espeon's correct. Yeah. This will let me get a body press off, or yeah, an Iron Defense off. So we're gonna expanding there. We're just gonna Iron Defense, and you're gonna need to kill my Espeon, right? But I'm gonna get your Spider for it probably, and then it's gonna be Gallade and Corv versus Gambit Gallade, and I'll be able to 1v1 the Gallade with Endeavor Lycanroc. They still have their Terra up too. I don't think we're going to be fighting Dark Terra Spider. That would be not on my bingo card. It's probably going to be Dark Terra Gambit. Usually they are. The fact that they went after the Indy though is scary. Instead of like, okay, they're just going to fodder the Gallade. Is it Sash Gallade? I've seen a lot of Sash Gallade recently. I can deal with Sash Gallade. Like, I can just Rock Slide it. Cool Terra here. If you go something that's like Fire Terra or like Ghost Terra to not take this body press, like you're sad. Okay, Dark Terra is correct. Good play. All right. Yeah, I would love to be able to break this thing. Let me just pop this Gallade real quick. And you got to go into the right slots too. Like I get an Iron Defense off right now. Pop it. Oof. Yeah, that's kind of nice. They're probably really thinking my last mon's T-Tar, which is why they're preserving the Water Spider. That's fair. Kowtow Cleave. Who are you going into, though? Okay. So we get to come in with Gallade, or not Gallade, we get to come in with, Lycanroc. And as long as we take out the Gambit correctly, we win. That's where I'm looking at this. Taking out the Gambit correctly would lead to a dub. I wonder how we're going to play this, though. Like, I have Endeavor. Turns on Side Terrain 2. I should be fine here. I think that you actually just, like, Rock Slide here and just Body Press. I don't think you double into the Gambit because you need to be able to stop them from like protecting Gambit and like just rolling us over. Wide Guard's totally fine. Like what we're doing, we're trying to waste the Arachnoquid's turn. Like this is just a +2 Body Press. Great damage into the Gambit. You can't KO anything. And then like what I can do next turn, since Corvin outspeeds both, I can just Endeavor the Spider and just Body Press into that slot because Protect will be on cooldown. So that's great. And then Gambit shouldn't be able to beat our Corv. Yeah, we don't Oko there, but like that's fine. SD. He didn't even do anything. Bro, you didn't even do anything! Like, I'm just gonna close combat you now! You're probably gonna Protect. Yeah, you're probably gonna Protect, and that's okay. Yep, good Protect. I should be able to check the Gambit whenever I feel like. And so you're going to clock my Lycanroc Sash this turn, and then next turn go for a Sucker. right? So you're gonna. I hope I don't get crit by like a liquidation into my Corv. That's the one thing I hope doesn't happen here. Liquidation, awesome. So Sash is up there. So we're gonna protect here, block the sucker, body press into the King Gambit, and then next turn go for the Endeavor body press into the Spider. This also plays around them going like protect Spider or something weird, you know. So protect here, body press Gambit. They have to go for like a double protect here, I think. Big protects up, Lycanroc busted. Let's see if they know that they have the double. Sucker Punch. They can Sucker Punch the Corvin, but +4. You gotta crit me, bro. You gotta crit me, bro. Yeah, that's not it. You can double into this Corv. It's +4. So Dunzo Gambit. There is still a weird world where I win, even if you like crit my Corv here, because like I can get like if a Rock Slide flinch into the Spider. They're doubling. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. GG's. Cool. Mirror Armor busted. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, Corviknight's really good. I feel like a lot of people have been gravitating more towards like Brave Bird Corvs, but like I still think like the body press Corv is just really good. And now we just Endeavor here. Endeavor body press. And we get it. Battle is canceled. Don't even need to show the spice. Twice as nice. Take those wins all the way to the bank. That's what we like to see. Vivillon. Dango. When I see Dango, I think that I don't really want Corv. When I see Incin, I think I don't really want Espeon. And so that really tells me that like Incin is going to be a very pivotal part of their strategy. Dango is going to be a very pivotal part of their strategy. I don't really have great lines into stopping their TR, other than maybe like TRing it back. Yeah. So Indidy's still a good lead. I think Garchomp is viable as a lead. The thing that I think I'm gonna go Garchomp Indeedee. I think that's actually my lead. That's such a weird looking lead. I could also just lead with Tyranitar and Garchomp. I think that's also fine. And if I want to pivot out for the Indeedee, that's an option. And then I think I try and close with Lycanroc. Let's try that. If I wanted to lead Indeedee, I could skill swap the Primarina and take away Liquid Voice. It's definitely an option. I can also skill swap an Incin and take away, well, get Intimidate to re-intimidate the Incin. There's a bunch of things, like skill swap's an underrated ability. I think, or a move, sorry. Let's see, Dango Incin, awesome. I think that's fine. So you can fake out one of these, but also I have access to pivot in Indeedee. What's the percent chance? Oh, what the? Okay, I thought he wasn't Intimidate for a sec. I'm a SD here. I don't think you're fake outing Garchomp, but you might because you think it's probably not Repskin, but then you just hope that you hit through the Sand Veil. Because you still have to watch out for like Orb Garchomp, like crit Garchomp Stomping Tantrum into your Dango. You just have to watch out for that. So I'm just getting my SD off. You might even just parting or wisp my Garchomp here. And we'll see. I think saving the T-Tar is a very good play to this Dango. Very solid. Don't have to risk it. Don't do anything weird. Also makes them kind of keep thinking that we're physical T-Tar, which we're not. We're special. There's the fake out. No TY. Into the Garchomp, just like I said. SD right in your face. Okay. And then I can Heal Pulse away this Make It Rain. Depending on, oh, Nasty Plot. Oh, we're going to the races, huh? Okay. I didn't know we were racing. Okay. Make me skill swap my Garchomp and gain Sand Veil Indeedee, bro. Thinking of protecting. I think they're gonna actually pivot the Incin, so they can then repivot. Protect Dango, pivot Incin for something, and then pivot back in to be making you neutral. I'm going to click. Stomping just doesn't get it. If you go protect, okay, they are doing that play. Are they going into Vivillon though? That's such a good play. That's so crazy if they are. Right, Garchomp's a very standard version of that. I really like that we're sticking this damage. Cool. I think this is fine. You're gonna have to miss this Make It Rain, champ. You're gonna have to miss this Make It Rain. I really like that I didn't pull the trigger on your Dango too. I really like that. I like that for me. You know, I didn't pull the trigger. I'd like one Sandvale Bright Powder dodge in my life. I just want one. Can I get one dodge? It's great damage there, by the way. Rough skin, it's absolutely okay. One. Never lucky. Oh my gosh. Never lucky. Okay. I'm gonna go T-Tar here. I think Lycanroc has to be our play, which is unfortunate. Lefty's Dango. Oh, that's obnoxious. I have to go T-Tar. I can Terastallize the T-Tar. I think that's probably going to be our out. Just going to follow me. Garchomp's faster than Dango, so if they want to go for like a stomping, sort of redirect it. It's going to make my T-Tar lose its Spadef boost, but I don't just get one-shotted by Make It Rain. I was really leaning into that Make It Rain missing. I was putting all the eggs in that basket. So let's see what we got here. This Icy Wind's going to be nice. There's the Tantrum, nice. It's just like what I said. So it's single target Make It Rain. They're at +1, but I'm vested. So let's see how much damage we can actually do here. Make It Rain, Make It Pain. Oh my gosh, that's still so much damage, dude. Nuts out here. Crazy. Awesome, we hit our Icy Wind. Cool. Great. Finish off the Garchomp. They're going to be able to bring in the Incin here. But now the Dango is probably slower than our T-Tar. We can bully that a little bit. You're going to be able to really bully my Lycanroc as well. But, like, I will be able to just slam in Rock Slide Dark Pulse for, like, the rest of the game. And, like, if it works out, you know? I wouldn't be surprised. Now, let's see. Let's think about this. Here we go. We're going to try our best. If their last mon is something that, like, we can outvalue, I was going to say if it's Prim or something, like, we might be able to get something done here. We're going to Rock Slide. There's no reason to Snarl. I think the right play is just Dark Pulse here. And just Rock Slide. They're trying to wait out. Oh, Pivot Incin. If you pivot in this Incin on, like, a crit, that's not good for you. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm letting you know right now. That's probably not the best thing that could happen to you right here. Let's see what this Prim does, too. Nope, never lucky. Gotta get a flinch. I'm just playing my outs here. Okay. Never lucky. Oof. Is that Specs Prim? Like, we're gonna see. I think that might actually be Specs Prim. I know it was super effective, but I'm just getting Specs Prim vibes since it was that setup Dango. It's Orb Prim? Oh my gosh, I was like, I knew there had to be a multiplier there somewhere. The craziest thing about this is I still technically have... What are my percent chances of when I gotta get like 5 Rock Slide flinches? Yeah, dude, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna get the flinches. Easiest flinches of my life, bro. Easiest flinches of my life. I wonder if they're thinking if they should like Intimidate Cycle me with this Incin. But like, I'll just crit then, you know? If I get the Prim off the board, Incin takes like close combat damage. Like, I still got my Sash. Let's see what you're working with out here. That was a great pivot out of the Dango, though. I think they did a really good job there. There you go. There's terrain, bro. Don't throw. Don't throw, bro. There's terrain on the board. Let's go. I don't need to flinch one of the... I don't need to flinch a Prim now. Damn. Alright, I got one more get out of jail free card. Never lucky. Alright, let's just say I would have flinched the Incin, right? He's taking that orb damage? The life... I mean, on... not Sandstorm anymore. Let's see. I'm telling you, we're like a crit away. A crit and a half away. Let's go. Come on, Lycanroc. Let's go! Oh, let me get this crit. Everyone, let me get this flinch. Give me this flinch. Come on. Come on. You hit me with that Make It Rain earlier when you should have missed. Let me get the flinch. What is this? Immune to getting flinched pre-marine? I hit with like 4 Rock Slides, bro. Dang, dude, we almost won. I'm serious. Like, I was feeling, we were gonna 1v1 that Dango. I was feeling it. Ooh, Oricorio Smeargle things. And a T-Tar. What's the problem here with me? Do we Trick Room this? There's gonna be something weird going on here. Let's think about it. I'm not seeing the fault with leading with Garchomp. I'm not seeing that as like a big L, but I think bringing up Garchomp in the mid game after they've kind of blown whatever it is that they're gonna do might be a good idea. I think as well, they're also gonna have a lot of single target. So like this board is good. I think I will go with this opener. And then I'm gonna go T-Tar Garchomp. There's some weird stuff that can happen here. I'm basically, like, I wonder if they are going to even open with T-Tar. Like, the way I'm looking at it is, you can absolutely, like, pivot in a T-Tar or have T-Tar on your board. You know what happens when you have T-Tar on your board to not lose to Espeon? You can't do, like, Dancer shenanigans, right? It just stops your ability to do shenanigans. Again, you can pivot out one of those Mons and come in hot. You absolutely can. But it's probably not going to work out for you the way that you want it to. I also really have to just go for a follow me here in case it's like... What am I really afraid of here? Is it Scarf Bulk? Like, I don't know what this team does. But I'm going to follow me in case you're Scarf Bulk Bug Buzz. And I'm just not going to Terra yet. I don't want to Scarf Bulk Bug Buzz. I'll just hit you. You know? Yeah, look at this. Like, popping it. Boom. Oops! They're gonna quiver here, right? Oh, was that Citrus? Okay. So I could have just terrastized there and won the game. I think I'm okay here, though. Struggle. Okay. The struggle is real. Awesome. That's fine. I think that's super okay. Let's see what's coming out now. Is it T-Tar? Like, I think T-Tar is a good bring in here. No Dancer shenanigans. Crisis avoided. There's the T-Tar. Okay. So I'm going to pivot in my Garchomp on this turn. And I'm probably going to take a little bit of chip. I low-key want to skill swap the... I really want to skill swap that Volk and just take a Flame Body. But I'm going to Heal Pulse this slot because I think Garchomp's going to pivot in on like a Struggle Bug, maybe like a Rock Slide or a Knockoff or something. I mean, worst case scenario, move fails, it's fine. Worst case scenario, they just hit Indity, and that's also just fine. I don't think it really matters. We should be slower than that T-Tar. Yeah, see, like we just get to heal a lot of this off. Never lucky Bright Powder. At least we didn't miss heal. Like, can Heal Pulse miss through the Sand Veil? That would suck, dude. All right, so Garchomp got the full heal off. Awesome. And now we have like a Rock Slide pin into the bulk. We should be forcing a Terra on the T-Tar. Thinking about what I would like to do here. I can pivot out my Indity for my T-Tar here. It's a free turn. And we just go for a Rock Slide. We could also go Follow Me. Swords Dance here if I really felt like it. But I'm going to respect the Vault because I don't want them to go Tailwind. And they've had multiple turns to do that, but it's Protect's on cooldown. I'm taking the Bulk out right now. There's the Protect. I'm going to assume you were setting Tailwind because you already showed a proclivity to be like a support Mon because you showed Struggle Bug. Let's go. Rock Slide busted. Cool. It's almost like I played the game. Like, it's those little tells that I think, like, make me still, like, worth watching as a content creator. Like, it's so hard to pull a fast one on me. I've seen it all before. You know, the littlest bit of, like, information that they give tells me so much about, like, their set, the rest of their set, their whole team's playstyle, that basically, when you reveal that support Volk there, and you say that it's not that Choice Scarf Volk, or it's not like a Sash Volk or something like that, it tells me how the whole rest of the team plays and where all your items are. So let's see, what do we really want to do here? They still have Terra as an option. I don't want to Snarl, but I think I will actually Snarl this first turn. And I'm actually just going to pivot in my Indity. I'm going to actually try and make them go for a Draco into that Garchomp slot. And then they're going to be at -3. And then Garchomp just comes in, Terras, and doesn't have to care about the Arcanine for the rest of the set. Yes, this is giving him a +1, but we're going to be able to come in with Espeon and just punch them later. Ghost with the most. Dude, that super effective Snarl about to be popping off out here. Let's go. Let's go. There's the Draco. It's almost like I play the game out here. Nice. So good. I don't care if you like low kick my T-Tar. I don't really care. I just needed to not lose my Garchomp that turn, I think. Low kick. Hey, it's good tech. Surprised that I went down, but not the end of the world. So I gotta get that T-Tar off the board now. I'm gonna have to terrestrialize my Garchomp, I think. Yes, I will. No, I can terrestrialize my Espeon. Garchomp. Ah. This is gonna be so hard. No, I don't think this is such a hard one here. Last turn, Psy-Terrain. They have Protect on T-Tar. That's the thing I'm really worried about. You can Draco either of these guys and actually get the KO. Yeah, that's also an option. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, I think this is okay. You still have to go into the Garchomp slot. I'm not gonna, I'm probably just gonna dodge this Draco because it's like, it's still Sand Veil. Let's see what the T-Tar does though. T-Tar could just Protect and it can also Draco my Espeon. That's why we're Swords Dancing in this situation, so we can still outvalue the T-Tar. Protect Arcanine. Yeah, there's no reason to go after a -2 Arcanine. Protect T-Tar, awesome, that's fine. They're just waiting out the terrain, but like we got a free Swords Dance and we still locked into Shadow Ball. So then this turn, I still think we just double into that T-Tar and get it off the board. Cool. So all we really wasted there was a Poison Terra, but I think that's fine. I think that's okay. I think that's gonna be just fine. Boosting, boys. Let's go. Shadow Ball Espeon. Yeah, we should be able to get the KO here. Awesome. So we're in a Stomping Tantrum and Shadow Ball. This Shadow Ball might get the KO. T-Tar doesn't have an AV or any Spadef boost right now, and it would just redirect our Garchomp's attack into the Arcanine. So big damage here. Big damage. Oof. Oh my gosh. Espeon busted. Yo, Espeon though. Just chill out here. That's so much damage. And then Stomping Tantrum, like I said, gets redirected into the Arcanine. Can this get an Oko too? Bro! Oh, dude, Sand's still really good. Espeon. Espeon, like, unlocks Sand's full potential. You know, it lets it hit just a little bit harder. You don't have to go lock into T-Tar as soon as you normally would have had to in previous gens. This was just a really fun team to play. I'm glad I finally got a chance to use it. If you guys like this team, let me know in the comments. Let me know as well any other weird niche Pokemon you want to see me use in future videos. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.